Yeah, welcome to episode 315 of Open Your Toys Cast, the podcast dedicated to the four greatest action figure franchises of the 80s and all time. And those are, Cliff?
Those are Masters of the Universe, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, and for some reason, Transformers.
Yeah, bro. Oh, yes. If you want to kick it with us, we want you to do it here live every other Sunday. If you can't make the live show, kick it with us in our Facebook group at facebook.com/group/openyourtoys. If you're not really a social person, just follow our Facebook page at facebook.com/openyourtoyscast. We'll let you know when we're recording new shows and or posting new shows. You can see everything we're talking about if you go to openyourtoys.com. Top of the page, there'll be a link to the show notes that I literally just posted. So if you like to click on links while we're talking about them, I don't know why you would do that, but hey, that's up to you. You can go there and it'll have the links to the show notes where we have links to subscribe through Spotify, Apple and Amazon podcasts, RSS. You can email us, you can leave us a voicemail, you can support the show. Where can people find you, Cliff?
They can find me on the Book of Faces. I haven't really been on the Book of Faces in quite some time, but I'm Red Menace on there. And then Associate of Horror on Instagram and eBay.
Yeah. How's your sales been going?
It's going good. Just made another sale right before the show. Already got it packed up. Let me see here. I'll tell you my current stats. I have 42 active listings and 39 sales.
Nice, dude. And that 39's just in the last couple weeks?
Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah. That's fucking awesome. Good on you. Sounds like you're pricing your stuff to move.
Everything is the cheapest. So like everything I list, I do a search for first, find the cheapest price, and then list mine for $1 less than that.
The good old Amazon tactic. I like it. Where can people find you, badass?
They can find me here on the show. They can find me, here on the show.
Yeah. And Mr. Condor, I like it. Is that a M.A.S.K reference?
Oh man, I didn't even think about that. Yes, it is. No, I'm just a tall guy, so that's a nickname I got at one point because I've got a big wingspan. I know you can't really tell in here, but it should be a M.A.S.K reference. I wish it was.
Nice. So, how tall are you, if you don't mind just asking?
Like 6'5".
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
I like to consider myself tall at 6'1", but yeah, whenever I'm with somebody that's taller than 6'1", I'm like, yep, you're tall. I'm average height.
I've been 5'11" since I was 35. I was 6 feet until then.
Yeah, I don't know where I lost my inch. I was 6'2", like all through my 20s and 30s, and then at some point, my daughter wanted to measure me. I'm like, I'm 6'2". I've been 6'2" my whole life, and I ended up being 6'1". I'm like, okay, I'm shrinking. Yeah. All right. If you want to find me, I'm at facebook.com/openyourtoys or at slickmcfavorite on the gram. All right, Condor, you got anything good you're drinking there?
Oh, well, I don't know about good. I had a little bit of a headache earlier, so I was looking for like a sugar and caffeine jolt. So Coca-Cola.
Oh, nice. And
Mexican Coke.
Mexican Coke?
Yeah.
It is, yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Pure cane sugar. I actually don't like it as much. I like my high fructose corn syrup in my sodas.
More processed.
Too sweet for me these days. I can't drink Mexican Coke. I can't drink American Coke. I gotta drink diet.
I don't drink them very often, so this is a good change of pace.
Nice. Which bet you, badass? You got something that none of us can get here in the States? Yes, you do. Bumper crop BC craft side. Ooh, black cherry. Another high percentage. I like it.
That's all we do out here, man.
Well, it is that time of year, my favorite time of year. bomb pop twisted twisted T, or what they call rocket pop, to avoid the what copyright. Yeah, rocket pop twisted T is back, so I'm very excited for that. Some cherry, lime, and blue raz fucking twisted T. Can't beat that. All right, who we got in the house? We got Brinkalizer joining us. Absolute Collecting is also in the house. Welcome, gentlemen. All right, let's fucking get into it. It's gonna be. I'm gonna jinx it. I jinxed it before the show. I'm gonna jinx it now. It's gonna be a relatively short show. First up, con news. Let me share my screen. That's gonna help so we can see what we're fucking talking about. A window and this window, and we share that. There we go. First up, Shizuoka Hobby Show happened this past week, and I believe is this. Yeah, it looks like it's a Japanese toy show. So some of the big takeaways here for Transformers. What's really interesting is the Automas Machina line. I think because one of their first releases was transforming, and now it looks like it's not going to be a transforming line, and maybe I'm confusing it with something else. But first up, you got the Lost Light version of Rodimus here, pretty much kind of a shattered glass version of him, but he's going to be non-transforming. They also showed off, let me see if I can find it here. They also showed off the Predaking, which a lot of conjecture there about its transformability, and it is going to be non-transforming. I'm not a huge fan of the metallic paints on it and stuff like that, and now that it's non-transforming, it's completely lost any interest for me. Let's see. Takara Masterpiece MPG 17 Optimus Prime Generation style was shown, as well as a Masterpiece hauler. Let's see if we can get. So here's the hauler here, which is essentially grapple but painted Constructicon green. And then we can see the Optimus Prime over here. Like I say, I just don't know who would want to restart their fucking Masterpiece collection doing Chug style figures. But we get Missing Link anime, Bumblebee, and Cliff Jumper. So I don't know if they've got a good close-up of it. Here they are here. Oh, whoa. Okay, that is a close-up. So we can see basically same Missing Link, different decos, more cartoon accurate deco with the way the logos are, sigils are. And then the big changes are going to be the head on them. You get the G1 style animation head. And then we can just go down the line here. Why not? So this is the Shield D Prime. So the Zoids crossover Prime. We get a good look here at his little vehicles and little men that are going to come with them. As much as I love Zoids, that's a pretty easy pass for me. It's a little pricey. Let's see. Takara Tripe crossover. Oh, that's what we just talked about. Oh, and then the last thing was the Macross. There's the Evangelion crossover that they're going to be doing, just a silhouette, which if you're a fan, you probably know what that silhouette is of. Predaking we already talked about. All right, and here's the Macross crossover. So if you're an old Robotech fan, this probably doesn't look very familiar to you. This is past those original generations of US Robotech / vintage Macross. So a new jet, and I do not know what this reference is with the trailer and him singing with the guitar and that kind of stuff. So All right. That is Takara's update there, one of their local toy shows. All right, toy news. Tariffs, and more tariffs. Even with the recent announcement that there'll be a 90-day pause on the 145% tariffs, they're still keeping in a 30% tariff. And it really hasn't mattered because we're still seeing things like this. These are estimates on what the new price hikes are going to be for toys. So a long time ago, I can't remember if we did it in a discussion episode or what, we all kind of went down the lines and said, okay, at this price point, I'm out, this price point, we're out, that kind of thing. So at $29.99, that was my top point for Black Series, and then that would be very, very cherry picked at that point. So it looks like that's what we're going to there. Vintage collection at $21.99. That is just a no-go. Just completely done with that line. You get FX lightsabers, which I don't know anybody here collect the lightsabers or role play of any kind, helmets, shields, anything like that.
I wouldn't say I collect them, but I do have one or two.
Okay, so you just picked up a couple that you really like. The Transformers, man, $30 for a deluxe. That is pushing it hardcore for me, especially $40 Voyager, and then a 260 Titan just takes that out of any fucking want to get that. So that was Hasbro's. Then we got Walmart talking about that even with the 30% that they're going to start raising prices in June, it looks like, or towards the end of the month.
Walmart can go fuck off.
Well, that's what Trump said. Trump said, absorb the cost. You're a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah. After he said, eat it. He said, eat it.
Because Walmart's going to put tariff on fucking food and everything. Like, that's bullshit.
Wow, that's fucking, of course, I'm on my next door socials and shit like that. And a guy stopped into a small local business shop. He's like, last time I was in here, everything was a lot cheaper. And the guy's like, it's the tariffs. And he started looking at items, and everything that the price had increased was made in the USA.
Yeah.
And that's not saying that, maybe components come from other areas and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think it's basically like the pandemic. It gives these companies like carte blanche to just say, hey, we're raising the prices and it's not our fault,
Yeah.
And
Super 7 did that across the board. Put the tariff surcharge on in-stock items.
Oh, they put them on in-stock items? Oh, Jesus Christ. Whew. So yeah, it's just one of those things. And then one of the best comments I saw on one of the blog posts for toys was like, and if you think they're ever coming down, you're kidding yourself.
Nope. Nope. Even if they got rid of the tariffs, we're still paying that price.
Exactly.
No one's taking a loss.
GameStop did one of the biggest hikes, and this is coming from a Transformers site. So now they're going to be pricing their deluxes, or maybe they are now priced at this, but deluxes 32, Commanders. So these what originally started at 80, went up to 90. Now they're going to be 120. And then they've already got their Titan, and this was the Star Optimus. So this wasn't even a traditional Titan price point to 200. I think he was like 160 or something like that, or maybe 150. And he's now up to 210 on there.
So the thing with the tariff is, like, in Canada, we don't have tariff between China and Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Yet all these local companies that all are in Canada are like, oh yeah, it's the tariff. We're raising our prices because
oh Jesus.
Well, we don't have a fucking tariff. So what the fuck are you talking about? And I read an article that a Canadian entrepreneur is going to buy the Canadian GameStop and turn it back to EB Games.
Oh
And
yeah, I saw that.
I thought that was McFarlane. Didn't McFarlane put some of the money in for that? It's like him and another guy.
Yeah, so they're gonna just do a ship from China right to Canada, no tariff. So we might get away out of that one, but I doubt it.
Nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, and one thing I read, and again, I'm just reading comments and headlines and bullshit like that. So I am not a reputable news source by any means. But one comment that I saw that was pretty interesting with a guy that said he's involved with tariffs with his company and shit is that the tariffs are the cost of the item for large companies that are importing the items. It's the cost of the tariff on their production cost. So if a figure costs Hasbro $20 to produce, or maybe even just say $10 to produce, and they bring that in, the tariff is on the $10, not what they're going to charge you at retail. Right. So that's why we're seeing, you know, when they said 100% tariffs and all this kind of shit. That's why we weren't seeing, yeah, exactly. Retail's not going up 100%. No. So his conjecture was because the tariffs are on production costs, not retail, that Hasbro's still making some money. They're not making the margins they want to make on stuff at the 30%. So, but again,
what a fucking joke.
Super 7, and because they're not a publicly traded company, they don't have to do press releases about layoffs, but there's been word spreading across social medias that a considerable amount of people have been laid off from Super 7. So now we're starting to hit that shit.
I think it was like 45% of their company is what they said.
Oh, really? Oh,
that's what I heard the other day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a bunch of the dudes who go on like the toy podcast too.
That's nuts. Let's see, BBTS. So we had that May 9th like cutoff, like, okay, all prices are starting to be fucking gonna be raised after this. So I went and I pre-ordered what I could pre-order at that price. Again, it's BBTS and Pulse, so if all that shit was nonsense, I could always cancel it. But I got my FOMO prices locked in at least. But I think that was all before the 90-day reprieve. So I think all the prices have stayed the same.
Yeah, they said they wouldn't change any prices up from May 9th pre-orders back for Hasbro items only.
Yeah, exactly.
So I had a Mattel pre-order come in after that, and it was like it went up double.
Oh my god, really?
Yep. So I just fucking cancel it right there. Done. I'm not paying $100 for this goddamn thing. So fuck off.
Yeah, I've had a few items get it. I've gotten a few items in that had some tariff surcharges on there that I had the ability to cancel if I want. Spoiler, they're Mattel Origins figures from Entertainment Earth. So yeah, it was.
Mattel's gonna suffer. So
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Brinkalizer says yes. Confirm the tariff is not on the retail price; it's on the cost from the manufacturer. So that makes a little bit more sense because I was like, you know, at the beginning, I'm like 145% on the retail. You know, like everything's gonna go up. Fucking double and a half. A double and a half. You know, but. And then Pulse did the same thing, lock in the pricing, blah, blah, blah. kind of thing. And then not necessarily part of the tariffs, but another kind of shitty thing is it looks like Diamond Select or Diamond Distributors, that's what the parent company is, was sold and acquired. And it looks like as of Friday, they cut the entire, just basically shut down the entire Diamond Select Toys group. So, and if you don't remember, like, oh, who cares about Marvel Select, blah, blah, blah. If you don't remember, Diamond bought Gentle Giant, what, 3 or 4 years ago now, maybe 2 years ago. So that means everybody that came over from Gentle Giant now has been laid off as well. So I don't know a lot of people that collect Marvel Select, but that means no more jumbos, no more mini statues. I know mini busts, I guess they called them, from back in the Gentle Giant days. That was a big Star Wars line that people collected. So, whew, yeah.
Wasn't there some notable company that bought them, or am I thinking of something else? I thought it was
let's see,
something kind of interesting who had purchased them, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Universal Distribution LLC, which is probably just a made-up company to purchase it, and Ad Populum. See, so yesterday, new owners took ownership. Let's see.
I might be misremembering, but I thought there was something interesting about who had purchased them, but it didn't look like.
Well, and there was somebody that was slated to purchase them, and they backed out. So maybe that's the company you were thinking of, and then this company kind of swooped in. So fucking crazy. Whew. All right. All the fucking bullshit down. But yeah, if anybody was thinking about getting out of collecting, now's the time, man. I think your life might be a little better, less stressful, have less anxiety if you're just like, okay, I'm done. This sounds good to me. Let's see. Evil King says, this is going to hurt scalpers and flippers. Maybe I'll see exclusives on the shelves more. Yeah, I mean, it's and I don't know, and if I don't know if this has anything to do with tariffs. Like I say, only selling pretty hardcore for 6 months is not a good, tale of the tape for how much of this is affecting secondary market sellers such as myself. But I had my record month last month. I'm on track to have another record month this month. So I don't know if these are people that are just, they don't want to do pre-orders at this price. So they have money burning a hole in their pocket and they're going to the secondary market and picking up older stuff or what. But,
because there's no tariff on selling stuff on eBay, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
So, at least not that I'm aware of, not that I have to pay. And that's basically what it should be, is there should be no tariffs on stuff in stock. Like literally you don't get hit with a tariff until the boat pulls into the fucking port.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, and there wasn't a good link to, but Four Horsemen put out their statement about it, and they're basically just delaying all their shipments. They're like, our factory has storage for us, so we have lines that are done that we're not going to bring into the US until we know what's going on with this. So I don't know how long they can hold out. I doubt a Chinese factory is just like, oh yeah, just keep your stuff here for a year if you want.
Yeah. We'll just keep stockpiling it for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Cowabunga dude says, I've dropped a couple lines. Life is expensive.
Yep.
All right. All the crappy stuff done. Well, I shouldn't say. There's probably some crappy news, or at least things that people don't like. But let's talk some real toys here. Battle for Eternia in hand. So this set looks pretty cool. Again, I couldn't do it.
That's the set I dropped from BBTS.
Oh, is this what they wanted to charge you double for?
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what I'm kind of curious is what that's going to do in the long term, dude. I mean, the long term is BBTS brought in 10,000 of those sets, and that's probably being very generous, but brought in 10,000, and then people are like, fuck no, I'm not paying the tariff price on it. So then it's going to sit there at the tariff price, and in a year, is it going to be marked down to the normal price, you know? And they're going to lose money on it. So I don't know.
BBTS is, I don't think they're going to survive through this. So.
So they look pretty good. Again, I just couldn't rationalize the set. I mean, it'd be one thing to have the Snake Man and the Horde guy, but package art looks kind of cool. And I forget, Brian, do you do Origins? Do you do Masters?
I do some of the Masters, but not a lot of the Origins. I like the cartoon line's been my favorite one recently. And a little bit of the Masterverse. They've got some fun figures, but I'm just trying to be selective, so I haven't done the Origins. But those do look, I mean, they're pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, they've got a little flavor to them.
Yeah, it's different.
Hiya Outback. So again, just an exact recreation.
Yeah.
God, I put them in here every time. Every time I'm like, God, why do we even cover this line? It is just
it's just remakes of the classified line.
Yeah, and now I found out why that is reading through comments on all this crap is that they have the license to produce these in Japan for the Japanese market,
right.
And then it's importers that bring it into the United States. These are not actually supposed to be sold in the United States, and that's why you'd never see them at Target or anything like that. So that's why they can have a license to reproduce these. But I mean, they must be giving them their CAD or their sculpting files and shit for these to be that close. All right, new Star Wars line. And I hesitate to call them action figures. They don't look like action figures. They're like these kind of like collector's box sets. So Star Wars, they're going to be doing a Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker, a Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan, a Mandalorian Grogu, and a Ahsoka Tano versus Maul. So that'd be a Clone Wars themed one. They're also going to be doing some Marvel 2-packs. So these will be at a price point of $20 a piece. So it looks like in this box, you're going to get a little bit like some display piece here with probably cardboard background. And then you get an artifact, which looks like it'll be a little toy lightsaber in this case. And I don't know what this is, if it's just a little piece of art. I mean, it's the Empire Strikes Back poster, but I don't know what it's actually going to be. But it looks like they're all pre-posed. They're kind of chibi style. So kind of like a Galactic Heroes almost. But I don't know. It would take a pretty special set, and Anakin versus Vader, or Luke versus Vader, and Obi-Wan versus Vader. That's not going to do it for me, at least. We can take a look at the Marvel one here. So Spider-Man versus Venom. Yeah. Do you guys do any of this kitsch stuff? Badass? Do you? Nothing. Like if it's not in your action figure lines, you're not buying it. What about you, Condor? You do?
I have picked up a few things over the years. Like every once in a while, something will pop up, and like you said, if it's just it hits me just right, and I'm like, oh, it's cute. It's 10 or $15, and they can sit on the desk, but maybe 5 or 6 of them here and there.
But not going crazy, not collecting every Funko Pop or anything.
No. Yeah, like 1 or 2 Funko Pops total.
And Cliff, I don't think you've ever done kitsch, right?
I do kitsch for horror only. So like every once in a while I buy like a chibi like Jason or Freddy at Walmart or something. But yeah, just the horror stuff.
Yeah, and that's probably one of my worst things is I get sucked into kitsch all the fucking time. Especially the reaction. Like I pretty much consider reaction kitsch. You know, you're not collecting that because you're an action figure collector. You know, you're collecting it because you like that character, you like this or whatever, you know.
Fuck, and I must really like reaction, man, because I got a fucking shit ton of those guys.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay. So you do consider them action figures. All right.
I do, yeah. I like the card art, man. Especially, I'm a computer.
Yeah, the what was the site that did those?
Oh, I don't
Action
know.
Figure Therapy?
Yeah, it was a therapy.
Yeah, it was Action Figure Therapy. Yeah.
If people haven't seen Action Figure Therapy, oh my god, please go. Do they do more than just Joe, or is it?
Nah, it's pretty much that Recondo.
I just remember Storm Shadow. Like,
Yeah.
there's one where he's talking about having to fly with his katana, and he's like, ridiculous. Like,
it is worth your time, especially if you're a fan. Look it up.
I haven't thought about those in years. I'm gonna actually do that after the show. Like, I forgot those existed, but they were so funny.
Yeah, and I didn't learn about them. I don't think I learned about them until those reaction figures a few years ago. I had seen a couple Snow Job ones.
Wait, I think you're confusing two different things. Action Figure Therapy is different than those weird, like, surreal, re-edited public service announcements.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
Action Figure Therapy had Recondo, and he kept talking about like going.
Yeah, or Storm Shadow, like just
Shadow,
a picture of the vintage figure, and then it was like a voiceover of him complaining about something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I am confusing them. I'm thinking of the re-edited PSAs.
Yeah, like pork chop sandwiches, like that.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah.
I'm a computer.
All right. Okay. Tons of fucking Blokees. Enough that I just made a whole fucking section of them. First up, Action Soundwave. This is their 7-inch line. So this is their line that is in proportion to, or has the correct proportions, I should say. This one is going to come with Rumble. Rumble is blue, Frenzy is red. Ravage, Ratbat, and Laserbeak. Laserbeak there's a little Soundwave with them as well as a Laserbeak cassette to put in his chest. I always like to have a cassette in my Soundwave. And a cool little display stand here. So this one I'm actually, I didn't want to get into this line. Oh, it even has freaking audio. Jesus Christ. I didn't want to get into this version of Blokees, but I think this Soundwave will be a must-have for me. I don't know if it's a full model kit still, though. Let's see. No, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it says it's still a full model kit, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that. But then Defender Wave 3, these are the ultra chibi ones. So these are the little small guys. So we can see we're getting a Soundwave in here. You can see some of the chases, a gold Megatron. Let's get into some individual ones. So there's the Soundwave. I think these are 2.5 inch. Is that right? What's 5.5 centimeters? Yeah, 2 inches on these guys. So they're little tiny guys. And I think if I would add my druthers, I probably would have done this line instead of the Galaxy line, but now I'm all in on the Galaxy line. So what makes this one kind of cool is you get the vehicle, or you get more vehicles. The only vehicle or alt mode that they've done for the Galaxy line are the Dinobots. So those are kind of cool, but they also have said that they're raising prices due to tariffs.
Weird.
What?
So here is the Devastator. So here you can see. I want to say, are those the fucking? I want to say the bots in the back are actually the Galaxy versions. I'm almost freaking positive. I'm looking at mine here. I want to say these are the Galaxy versions, and then the vehicles are the Defender version here. But what you can do is if you get all of the Defender vehicles, then there's an extra set of pieces you need to buy, but then you can combine all of those vehicles into Devastator. And I would love to do that. Yeah, he's looking really good. Yeah, see these alt mode Dinobots, these are Galaxy versions. So Galaxy, I would say, yeah, I'd say about 3-inch on the Galaxy, maybe 3.5-inch, 3.25-inch, somewhere in there. So the Devastator looks dope, but he's not available in the US. So the extra pack of pieces, here's the extra pack of pieces you have to get to be able to build the Devastator out of the vehicles, will not be offered in the US due to copyright reasons. So it's kind of crazy that they can offer the vehicles themselves and the Constructicons, the robot modes, but they can't sell the extra pieces set in the US. Now, again, just like anything, you can get this from Japanese sites and that kind of stuff, or Chinese sites, whatever. You know, it's just, it won't, like BBTS can't buy it in bulk or something and stock it. So
AliExpress, buddy, AliExpress.
All right. And then lastly, the series I'm all in on, except for the Transform, I'm all in on the G1 versions. The next wave of Transformers 1 has been shown off. So if you're a big Transformers 1 fan, these are some pretty good models here for you to pick up. And again, these are super fun. You shouldn't be paying more than like $7 for these guys. And they're pretty, I don't want to say monotonous, because that almost sounds like it's not fun, but they're predictable the way they do it. There's a chest and a hip and a thigh and, you know, legs and all that kind of stuff, and it's pretty easy to put together. They're kind of no-brainer snap model kits that you can do. So that'll be the next wave, which is awesome because that means I can skip it. All right, new Mattel creations coming. So this is in conjunction with London Comic-Con or something like that. Unlock fandom. Let's see, provide specifics. But yeah, London Comic-Con 2025. This is from Toy Habits. They have a running list of unverified 2025 Motu Origins Mattel Creations exclusive that could potentially align with this drop, giving the timing and the platform, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Here's one of their things that it might be a deluxe scaled Masterverse Mossman, which fucking Mossman was a peg warmer. I got him for like $3.99.
Yeah, he was
like,
terrible though for
fantastic.
Masterverse. Like that wasn't a good version of him.
You
He
talking
looked
about-
like Swamp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know what they'll do for a deluxe version on them that would
Flock
make
'em.
people really want them. And I guess that's true.
Yeah, they'll flock him.
Let's see. Mattel ring. Could they be from the Power of Grayskull line teased on the Hot Hero box art, which would be Eldor? Oh, and I don't even know who Shirella is. That's interesting.
She's just like a cave woman. Like
is she?
Yeah, like a like if He-Man's barbarian, she would be like a cave woman. There's a picture of her if you go further down.
If we go further, all right.
He-
Oh, right here, up here in the corner.
Yeah, but if you keep going, it gives you a better picture.
Oh, there's even. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it helps to look at these articles before we.
Hey, I scroll through them. I just don't read through all of them. That's obviously a custom, but
yeah, see, she looks just like a cave woman.
all right. Savage He-Man's girlfriend.
Hero, I think it's Hero's girlfriend.
Oh, is she actually Hero?
I would assume. I don't know much about the only two figures from that era that I know about are Hero and Eldor.
And I'm loving this Minox, dude. This Minotaur figure with fucking 4 arms. I'd be all
fucking
about
Minotaurs are badass.
Here's him fighting him here. So, and what else do we have here? Anything else? So there's the Eldor. Yeah, Eldor's been all over the place, so I'd imagine that would be a pretty fucking good one. And you were saying you have this entire line of Super 7 stuff, right, Cliff?
Yeah, I feel like 2. Just Hero and Eldor.
Yeah.
I also have them both for classics.
Yeah, that's where I have them. So, laser light is a possibility there.
Why don't they finish off Origins? I don't understand. Like we're holding up on the last few guys in this.
That's exactly right. They're holding up on the last few guys.
We need the special ones though. We need like Blast Attack and Eldor and not what's his name, Dragstore.
Those are the 2 coolest guys I want.
We need 1 or 2 more stone guys. We need.
Yeah, we need Rockon.
We need Blade. We need
Gondar. Blade, we got official pictures for later on in the show, so we know that's coming. So maybe that's what it would be.
We need a Fright Zone. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, here's the other ones we need. We need a 2 bad because the one we got was Filmation. It wasn't traditional. There's the Stondar Multibot Dragstore there. Okay, this goes into a lot of detail. Let's move on. All right. New Droid Factory. This is kind of cool if you're a Disneyland person. This is R2 DL70 celebrating Disneyland's 70th anniversary. I like the deco on it for Disneyland. I think that's a dope deco. This just showed up on eBay, so I assume somebody bought it at the parks or something. It looks like it's literally shot in Galaxy's Edge background here. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this kind of kitsch? Do we like I loved the Halloween ones that they do, because again, these aren't Hasbro. They scale with Hasbro and everything like that. I wouldn't say they're quite up to the quality of Hasbro, but they're very close. Any love for these?
I don't have any.
No.
I do like that they did the spaceship.
Oh, the
Yes.
speeder. The Speeder 1000 and Speeder 3 Star Speeder 1000 and 3000. Yeah, again, I would put that in the category of kitsch, and $300 to $400 is just way more than I want to spend.
That's the cost of a 4-inch scale vehicle, my friend. That's
yeah. Well, especially with 25 seats in it, with seatbelts. And a 4.5-inch LCD screen and shit. Paul Schreiber in the house. Welcome. Cowabunga in the house. Oh, I think I said that because he commented on that. Brinkalizer says, I feel like the best thing about reaction figures is that you can put almost any character into your vintage Star Wars vehicles.
Very true.
That is true. All right. 2000X Subline coming spring 2026, possibly. And this is what I'm scared of, exactly what he's showing here. That there is what killed the 2000X line to begin with is the 10 variations of He-Man and the 8 variations of fucking Skeletor. They really got sucked into that whole you have to have a He-Man and a Skeletor in every single wave, and they started
like a Batman syndrome.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly what McFarlane has done,
or what Kenner did.
So, Kenner did the same thing. Every wave had to have fucking.
I mean, fucking most of their movie lines were just countless repaints of Batman and one version of each villain.
Yep. Arctic Blast and Flying Blast. And...
Although I would argue
about everyone, and I hated all of them because they were just so goofy looking.
Here's what's funny: as a child, I hated them all. I just wanted the black Batman.
Yes.
As an adult, I have to have all of them. I have them all. I have every single Rainbow Coalition of Batman. I bought them all.
Well, they're out there.
Do you appreciate their goofiness even more now?
I do appreciate it because it's not something we really get anymore. We don't get the jungle attack Batman. We don't get the
They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they don't do Caribbean jerk Batman anymore. When they come out with a Batman movie.
Wait, we don't get Caribbean jerk Batman. I might get that one.
Yeah.
No, but they're like scuba Batman. Yeah. There's a couple scuba Batmans. I have 2 different ones. Like, we just don't get that anymore. So I do miss the days of the all out on the title character in each line that Kenner just committed to.
Oh yeah.
Now we have gotten 2000X in the line already. We've got a 2000X Skeletor and He-Man. You see the mainline release here on the left, and then the 4-pack Mattel Creations exclusive that came with chromed out weapons here on the right.
We also got Snake Armor He-Man. 2 different ones.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. We got a mainline release and then an exclusive release in that Snake Man 4-pack. So, and there are fun versions. Like, I like the Arctic He-Man here. I forget what
Ice Armor.
Ice Armor. Yeah, thank you.
I would argue that's the best He-Man variant, second only to Battle Armor He-Man.
Ice Armor? You think so?
Yeah, I'm talking all Masters of the Universe across time, not just 2000X. Wow. I just think Ice Armor looks badass.
I agree, and I do love how his loincloth is a few inches longer to be slightly warmer than his traditional loincloth.
And he's got the puppy ice boots.
He's got the boots.
He just looks really cool.
He got Uggs.
What the hell is it? Yeah, some of these, is that the Samurai Mega Punch He-Man, huh? Oh my God, there's the Samurai. These I liked because they came with the stilts.
Stilts, yeah.
Why would you wear stilts?
Oh my God. So okay. So he's going through all of these here. If you're a 2000X fan, you're going to have your own subline to commit to. And then, like I mentioned before, we got these are official picks of Blade. Oh my god! I mean, he
It
fucking
doesn't look
looks.
orange. That's Masterverse. That ain't Origins.
Yeah, I was
not
gonna
Origins. I was gonna say, like, wow, he's pretty straight for Origins.
Yeah, that ain't Origins.
They just put. Okay, was that a? Did I miss a April Fool's one? No, shown below or the official?
Yeah, it's Masterverse.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is the Masterverse. Okay, my fault. My fault. Okay, I read that wrong.
Which makes sense because they did Beastman and I have the Beastman and the Evil Lyn.
Yeah, those were two that I needed to pick up, or that I did pick up. The Evil Lyn I got scared about and jumped off of Jomo for her.
Yeah.
All right, on to the other section. Pheyden line coming from the Four Horsemen. So if you're a fan of Onell design, I've talked about the Glyos system here many times. I don't collect it anymore. That's where I kind of had to draw the line. There might be a wave or two I might pick up if they do them in the exact color scheme that I like. But Pheyden was the original figure from Glyos that they produced, and now there is officially going to be a launch of this on Friday, June 6th. So I'm very excited about this. I don't know what I would get beyond the first Pheyden, which George from Double G Toys and Toy Break fame, he actually gifted me my first original Pheyden that I ever owned. So that it kind of holds a special place in my heart. But I'll be interested to see what they do with that Glyos line in Cosmic Legions, I guess, or maybe they'll call it Pheyden Legions. This was kind of interesting. I thought these were gonna go the way of the dodo, but they do have a cartoon now, so that they've got some media that you can watch on Tubi. Has anybody watched any of those?
No.
Nope.
Nah, yeah, me neither. I need to do it. I need to go watch it. But we're getting 100 finally. But see, to me, this 100 doesn't really, it just looks like a black Max, in my opinion. Like, it doesn't really say 100, and I don't know how you would make him look different. But then we get this guy's called Detonator, so he's kind of cool. He's got mad missiles and missile launchers. There's 100 all decked out. I do love this ridiculously large battle axe that you can put on him, and another gun arm accessory. Here's the Sentinel, which I always kind of liked the color scheme back in the day. This, I have no idea what this is, but it's cute, I guess. What's kind of crazy is, so now they're going to start coming with all these blast effects. And if you look at this dude, look at the 6 times this blast effect. This one is like minutely different, and you get 4 times then. This one's minutely different as well. So they're going all in on the blast effects. What I don't quite understand is the different feet here. Maybe they're finally going to make hard plastic feet for them, because that was the worst. I mean, to me, these were the worst figures of the year last year. Literally the worst figures, because you could not get them to stand. I have a glass desk here, and even when I suction cupped them, the figures would stand for 2 minutes, and then the suction cups would give and release. So I'm curious if that's what they're doing here. Like, even though these feet look like suction cups, that these will be hard plastic, and then you'll also get suction cups with them. And I even told one of my good friends where his boys just collect kind of for fun, and he's like, it's awful. They can't do anything with it. They opened it up, they played with it for 5 minutes and just fucking put it away, and they've never taken it back out. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I can't see myself buying another one, even if, oh, here we go. Yeah, a set of interchangeable hard plastic feet. Again, Should read everything, huh, Cliff?
Couldn't hurt, certainly.
And Evil King says, I'm sure a dark black original toy color version of 100 is coming, is probably coming. So yeah, because this one's all dark gray. All right. Praetorian Wraiths from Valorverse. I don't know if I didn't check to see if they had any. So this was at a toy show either last weekend or this weekend. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if we're even going to be able to easily find these. Series 3, Series 4, special deployments,
exclusives.
There we go. All right.
Maybe.
Covert Star Brigade, Pandora, Legend of White, Pandora. All right, maybe none were released, or maybe they just haven't added them to the cart. But these were going to be Ishka. Oh, it was just this weekend. That's why they're not added yet. But so the Praetorian Wraiths were cool in and of themselves. So here's what they look like. So I mean, their design is beautiful. I just don't hold any connection to them, and I have a hard time buying anything I don't have a connection to anymore. Like, I just have too much stuff to be buying stuff for fun, unfortunately, at this price point. I buy lots of stuff on clearance that's just for fun. But a very limited, I think they said 100 of these all clear race would be available at the show, and that's kind of cool for anybody that loves clear stuff, especially see these modern figures where you can see all the workings and everything is always fun. Lego fans, Lego Simpsons fans, Krusty Burger. What's the for?
I get sucked into the Lego stuff so easy sometimes, and it's just tempting, but I just have to keep telling myself I don't have enough space. But I love Simpsons, and I love Legos, so you put them together, and it's like
it's a
just
tough
internal struggle.
Do you have the house? Do you have the Simpson house?
No, my brother does, though, so I get to live vicariously through
it. Exactly. That's why I wish I had more local collector friends. If I had more local collector friends that I could just go and see stuff, I'd be
look at their stuff.
Okay, that's good.
I got my fill.
Yeah.
Get your fix. Get the fix.
So here's the inside. I didn't realize Krusty Burger had a ball pit, but that's kind of cool. That's a fun one. Oh, and it opens up pretty well. Yeah, I like that. I never got the house though, so I like this. This is an even deeper cut than that.
Yeah, fucking right. You'll buy that, and you're like, now I gotta find the house.
Yeah.
What I don't remember, and let's see if we can get back to a close up of it. What I don't remember is that the Simpsons car is a Krusty mobile. Does anybody remember that episode?
I think that's when Homer was he went to clown school and he became a Krusty impersonator or whatever you call it.
Oh, really? I do not remember that. I mean,
wrong, but I think
like as you're saying it, it sounds familiar, but I can't like picture it at all.
I could be wrong. I think just off the top of my head, that was the first thing that jumped in. So
yeah. See, this is what I like. I just like the sign. Just sell me the sign for $20 and I'll get a Krusty Burger sign. All right. Let's see here. M.A.S.K 360s. So
very cool.
They're not very exciting though. They just literally did this video of doing the 360 on it. And they don't even have, like, I assume that the guns or the running boards, whatever you want to call them, are going to extend.
They're exhaust pipes, and yes, they will.
Oh yes, thank you. Exhaust pipes.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't have like the booster rockets up here, so I'm kind of like, what's the point of these? But
You're talking about a bunch of fucking marketing idiots that fucking did that. Like, they don't fucking know what they're doing.
They're like, we need to put something out to keep the excitement up.
They're really pushing this though. Like, I've seen nonstop about this.
Yeah, I mean it's exciting. Let's hope they can keep that price point though, right? With
Yeah,
the fucking
exactly.
tariffs, you know. That Rhino was already a little bit more than what I wanted to pay for.
It's gonna be like a $200 item if they fucking put tariff on it.
Yeah. So there is that. Spinmaster Superman figures. So the very toyetic. Oh God, these don't even have knees. That's how. Oh,
those are like the deluxe ones.
Oh, these are the goof. I thought these were like the 4-inch ones.
No, these are the goofy.
No, they're not doing 4-inch ones. They're doing 3-inch ones and 6-inch ones.
Oh, crazy! I wonder if somebody else has the license for the 4-inch ones.
I want to see in person the quote unquote 3-inch line to see what the scale is. I'm wondering if maybe just the online advertisements are claiming 3 inches when they're really 4.
Yeah, because aren't they doing, and I forgot to put it in here because I was like, oh, this one talks about it, and then it didn't. Because is that the line that they're doing the Build-A-Figures?
Yeah, it's a 6-inch line.
Oh, the 6-inch is what they're doing. All right, here,
Mhm.
let's see if we can find. Oh, it's Spinmasters, 2 words. Okay, so I assume these are the 3-inchers then, right?
Yeah,
the little guys.
Okay. And what do we have? Articulation. So at least they have knees, but no elbows. Okay. And then let's see. Oh, maybe images would be better. Okay. Yell at me if you see the 6-inch line.
Dude, I could just show you the 6-inch line.
Yeah,
oh, you already found it in stores, or did you pre-order
it was in stock on Amazon.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I just have Superman.
Okay. Well, you're going to be showing it off for what we got, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So we'll wait for that to take a look at that, and we're going to look at the back. Sweet. Yeah, see, like I say, short show. Third party, Orange Seed. So this is done by Studio. They did the Unicron, and then they did a Cybertron / what they called Seed, but he was kind of done in I would want to say like Optimus colors, even though this one kind of looks like it's Optimus colors except for the orange. What stinks here is they don't have what it looks like in Cybertron modes, because that's the whole thing, right? Cybertron has been pictured as being like dark blue, and it's been pictured as being orange, and I think the orange is made to like represent the golden era of the Transformers, like before the Cybertronian wars, and the dark blue is after, like once they've lost all the power. But I mean, it's kind of cool. Again, the price is fucking ridiculous. Let's see if Show Z has it up, because Show Z had Seed at $250. Yeah, they had it up. Let me see if they have an image. And maybe they're just not wanting to show it in alt mode, so Hasbro can say, hey, that's Cybertron, we know what you're doing. But I had been keeping my eye on Seed at $250 when it was free shipping, but of course that's how Show Z implemented their tariff stuff, is now they're shipping on everything. So now there's $33 on top of his $250 price tag. So I don't know if I'll be picking him up.
Check out Brink's comment.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Brink. So what I heard was, and I meant to talk about that while we were doing the article. So Brink says, I heard the Loyal Subjects mask line is a BBTS exclusive. Not sure how true that is. So what I read is that it's rolling out to BBTS first. In September is when the pre-orders are going to start for it through BBTS. And then by the end of the year, it'll roll out to more retailers. Now, I don't know if that means like Amazon would ever get it or anything like that. It may be, quote, fan, they might be having to go with smaller sites. But it will be available through BBTS first for like 3 months is what I read through those articles. Yeah, Evil King says that Battle for Eternia pack is $70, but it has a tariff warning. So Badass, so it wasn't $50 for you, right? Were you just kind of using a round number? Do you remember what the exact number was, like what your pre-order was and what they were?
I can't remember what the pre-order was, but I know what the total amount was.
And you were just like, nope.
Yeah. They wanted to get me for $100 and something Canadian for it, and I was like, "Fuck no, man! No, I'm good."
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. Store report: Retro 6-pack pre-orders canceled for everybody, and now they're showing up in stores too. So. I tell you, if you've never flipped anything before, now's the time to flip something, because if this goes south, this could end up being like the other fucking Return of the Jedi pack with Mon Mothma. That only had one original character. This has fucking 5 original characters in it. So everybody's pre-order got canceled. They said due to issue on vendors' end. But
good.
now
I didn't get one in, so I'm glad I got canceled.
So now they're showing up in stores, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is something I need 2 of. My pre-order, of course, got canceled, so I'm like, oh my god. So we're gonna see how this works. Again, what kind of drives me crazy about all of these freaking pre-orders and stuff that happens is they ordered a certain amount of product. That product's coming into the United States. And then especially with Target, all of Target's exclusives that don't sell well go to Ross. So that's what I'm afraid of. Like they cancel all these cancel everybody's pre-orders locked in at their price. And then now they're showing up in stores at that price. And if they don't sell well enough in stores or they don't put it back up, it's been going in and out of stock online, which that reminds me, I'm going to go check it right now. Just in case, who knows, maybe we'll have an epiphany here. The hype for now. Oh my God, am I not locked in? Can we do retro collection? Will that bring it up? It's been going in and out of stock online. Yeah, so you have to have the fucking link.
Just go to your purchases.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I just wasn't signed in here.
Not available, out of stock.
Oh,
unless it's local delivery pickup for you. I mean,
yeah, no, it would. Last I checked, no stores had it there. So, okay. Well, thank you for checking that. I appreciate that. But
it's a Phantom Menace one in stock?
Yep. Get it right now, bro. $60.
I don't know. I have the actual vintage Phantom Menace figures. You know how I feel about that. The fact that Qui-Gon's got a cloak and Obi-Wan doesn't. I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, I remember that argument.
Hey, he's the master and he's the Padawan.
They should both have cloaks. I don't understand why that's so hard.
Once he's old enough, he gets one.
He had one in the movie.
Yeah, you're right.
So anyways, again, I should encourage people to be flipping. How about you buy them, hold on to them, see if I could secure mine, and if not, I'll pay shipping cost plus shipping.
No, you can't just turn around and say don't flip it, sell it to me for cost. You've already told people they could flip it.
You gotta pay the tariff.
Exactly. And this was supposed to be online, but whatever. More Jedi Survivors. This is an Amazon exclusive 2-packs, which is a good shot to get yourself a Droideka. I know a lot of people slept on this one. I almost missed it, and then I was able to find a non-mint BBTS one. A lot of people slept on this Droideka, so this might be your only chance to get it. And then not KTSO, what do they call it here?
KX?
I think they're KX. Yeah, KX security
droid. Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. You see them in action, episode 8, season 2. You see what those motherfuckers do, and they are terrifying.
They are legit.
They are
Go into
Terminators.
detail and talk about it.
No,
I'm not going to spoil. I'm not going to spoil. I don't spoil.
No,
but I'm just saying they're fucking terrifying Terminators.
Yeah, they're Terminators.
Well,
They're scary.
The figures themselves, like I really loved KTS. Is it K2SO?
K2.
Yeah, K2SO. Yeah.
K2SO. Thank you. I really enjoyed him in the movie, so I got his Black Series figure, and then I really loved the Black Series figure, so I got the vintage collection one too when I found it on a good deal. The figures are just amazing.
I'd like the 5 POA one if I could find it for cheap.
Yeah, that one would be fun too. But yeah, the articulation on the fully articulated ones are beautiful. All right. Online Mezco 5 POA Leatherface with added tariff on there.
Say that's just the tariff cost?
Tariff from Texas? From Texas?
or maybe just increase their whatchamacallit, their materials went up, so they increased the price. But yeah, these used to be 20, now we're looking at 22. Wow, this item will require a signature upon delivery for
Mezco always does that. Mezco,
really?
I actually stopped ordering 112 scales from, I just get them from Big Bad now because every delivery of theirs required a signature, and it was like, and sometimes, like when I would take the day off to wait they would just drop it off, no signature. So then the next time I'd order one, I'm like, doesn't matter, it says signature, but they don't care. Then they would just put a sticker on my door, missed you. There's no rhyme or reason to it. So I just stopped ordering them from Mezco directly and started just going through Big Bad.
Yeah, they did that with my Omega Prime, the HasLab. And they didn't mark anything. They just put a fucking sticker up there with my fucking door tag number. And I'm like, are you going to re-deliver it? Do I have to fucking schedule a re-delivery? So that was a little annoying. I agree. Card art looks great. Old school movie poster on the back. Not a huge fan of like the Scanner Darkly version of the front card art, but and like I say, the things I don't like about the 5 POA, at least for these, I liked it about the Godzilla ones really weren't pre-posed that much either, but that's the one problem I have with their 5 POAs is they're pre-posed. Like he's going to be like this no matter what, you know.
Yeah. My Crow is like that. He's got his arms out to the side, but he's got interchangeable arms.
Oh, where you can have just straight ones, robot arms. Robocop Villains pre-order. Did you look into this, Cliff?
Yeah, they're $95. They can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, dude. $50. $50 for the figure. And if you and that's euros, that's not US, that's 50 euros. And then fucking $35 not dollars, euros for fucking shipping, which you're right, Cliff, works out to be $95 a figure.
Damn.
Like, Jesus Christ. So
I'll wait for Trick or Treat Studios.
Yeah. The 5-pack is kind of interesting. The 5-pack, you can choose a signature of Kurtwood Smith.
That's worth $95.
Well, the bundles are 250 euros and then 55 euros for shipping, or Calvin Young. So, yeah, that's the Clarence Boddicker, though. That would be
worth it.
Would be a pretty good one.
I just want the.
If you have Murphy, or if you have a Robocop from NECA, I mean, it's certainly a cool one to have. At 95, especially where I am emotionally with toys right now, not interested.
All right. And then ISB Tactical Agent. So I haven't reached this point. Are these guys amazing also in Andor?
No, they're all right.
They're basically, I guess, what would you call them? Like SWAT? They would be like the Empire SWAT.
Yeah. Like a SWAT team for the special forces for the Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
And that's probably why he's still available for pre-order.
And it's not even the cool guy, the bald guy with like the guy looks like gung ho.
Yeah,
the bald guy with the handlebar mustache looked like fucking gung ho and shit. He was the leader. He was cool.
That guy was gangster. The gangster.
All right. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Hour and 15 minutes, and we're already fucking into what we got. Let's see. Brinkalizer says, I wonder if BBTS first due to how they import their product differently, or maybe BBTS struck a deal to be the exclusive distributor of M.A.S.K stuff. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, because they even said in that article, it was a statement by loyal subjects that said that they were looking to partner with other companies. So to me, it seemed like they hadn't done that yet. So who knows? BBTS might be the exclusive carrier if they can't find other people to do it.
Yeah, but you can buy loyal subjects at GameStop. You can buy them at
Walmart. The gem was Walmart, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean they're Best Action, right? So Best Action's everywhere. Especially at Ross. Who knows? Maybe that might be the problem. All right. Well, I am going to go out on a limb and say I have the least amount of stuff.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's possible?
I have one thing.
I have 6.
Just 3.
All right. Oh, I'm tied for the most amount of things with that. You guys need to buy more stuff.
Not a lot coming out right now. I've got stuff in my pile.
All my shit's going out.
He's negative 30.
All right. Well, we'll start with Cliff here. Then let me get you on the hot seat, brother. Let's take a look at that 6-inch Batman.
Superman.
All right.
Or Superman. Thank you.
So I got the 6-inch, basically the toy Superman, not the McFarlane collector, just the straight up kitty 6-inch kitty line Superman. Comes with a build-a-figure piece of one of his Fortress of Solitude droids.
Yeah, see, that's what I was kind of. God, Build-A-Figure just sucks me in, and then it's a droid guard, and I'm like, God damn it!
I need 20.
Yeah. And what's nice is I'm like, with the I would like Superman. I would like Lex Luthor. I don't, and I'll show you the pack. The package really kind of charmed me too. It's very, very 90s kind of.
Rocky. Like, is that what it's supposed to be? Nice.
Is that the one that comes with like pieces of the Fortress of Solitude, or am I?
No. It's got pieces of the
just
droid.
the pieces of the
droid.
And then here's so there's no one really in this wave that I want other than Superman. We got Mr. Terrific. We got Green Lantern. And it looks like Mr. Terrific, Green Lantern, and Hawkgirl, they're all wearing the same uniform, just kind of different colors.
They're supposed to be
Yeah.
like the new Justice League or some shit.
Yeah, so that's like the Green Lantern. He's basically wearing the Mr. Terrific uniform, only with some green accents.
Interesting.
So, but I don't know, Slick, if you're going to end up getting him. These are only $10.49, really reasonable for a 6-inch figure.
Oh, wow. That is super
Yeah.
reasonable. It's a build-a-figure piece, too. And what is it? 4 figures or 6 figures?
No, it's 6.
Yeah,
6
they're getting you
figures.
for 6, man. You're getting
So Superman, Terrific, Green Lantern, Engineer, Hawkgirl, and Metamorpho.
Metaphor. Okay.
I want Lex Luthor, so hopefully there's going to be a Lex Luthor and like another wave. But after the show tonight, I got to go to the post office. So I might go to Target and just check out, see if they have any figures on shelf yet. I want to see what the 3-inch figures are. But I like him. He's pretty basic. And just to give you an example, I've got this guy in my customizing drawer for years because I want to replace the vinyl cape with the cloth one.
Yeah.
But this is basically the Mattel kitty version from Batman v Superman.
Oh, okay.
So you can kind of see.
So what do you got there? You got universals in the shoulders, universals in the elbows, and then no wrists. It looks like
no wrists, but you got universal at the knee.
Nice.
And then hip.
Like a T-bar looks like on there.
Yeah, kind of like a yeah. Like he goes out and up. So
yeah. And then I assume no ankles. If he doesn't have wrists, he won't have ankles. Yeah. Sweet.
And then cloth cape, but then there's like some paint to kind of make it look complete, and also like paint for the where it goes into his, pretty nice figure for the $10.49 price point.
Yeah. See, to me, and I'll have to. My new thing is I have to see the media first before I buy anything from it. But to me, that's like a kitsch purchase right there. Like to have.
I just wanted the new Superman.
Yeah, 6-inch new Superman. That'd be awesome. All right,
so I'm good.
Sweet. All right, Condor. You said you had 3.
And it's all one line. It's just Marvel Legends. So yeah, I went to Target. Go ahead.
I was going to say we finally have a Marvel Legends collector on this cast.
Yeah,
talking about I'm selling Marvel Legends.
Yeah,
Marvel Legends collector, not a seller. I'm not selling it.
Yeah.
I have like 300 Marvel Legends. Like
Jesus, that's
just 300. That's it.
Yeah, I got to get rid of them. I'm selling them all.
So yeah, I picked up. I was at Target and I picked up a couple of them. They had the Banshee, which kind of fills out, classic X-Men line. So that one's pretty cool.
And these come with like little comics, right? Like,
yeah,
are they readable or are they just scaled to the action figure?
I think it's just scaled to the action figure. I haven't busted it open yet, but yeah, it's just that little guy right there.
Oh yeah,
hard to see.
1.5 inches. That'd be.
Yeah, that's not readable.
Not for our age, that's for sure. Bust out my reading glasses.
And then I'm sticking with the 90s theme, the Adam
Warlock. Nice.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. That was a needed upgrade to or at least that design that they had in the 90s.
And I haven't seen this card art before, so this is the brand new wave hitting right now.
Yeah, so it's no Build-A-Figure, and it's not. I don't think it ties in any sort of. It's not like the retro card back or anything like that. It's just they're new. And the comic book, the thing that's the only gimmick they have.
The 90s Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, they each come with their first appearance.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And then the last one, which isn't as, at least not well known to me, but I remember it was the ROM.
Oh, nice. Okay, now I know what to look for because that is one that I want is the ROM for sure.
Yeah, there's like a handful of figures that have come out over the years where they just sneak these figures in. So like if you remember the G.I. Joe 25th back in the day, they put that Matt Tracker in there, and then they did Chris Star.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they did Lion from Visionaries.
Yeah, they did that. They did that Unit E 5-pack with like the Renegades Roadblock and the Rom the Space Knight and Action Man.
And I know you're new to the cast, but it's Crystar. Just so
no. How do I log out right now?
Trick you into that shit.
It's because he's a man made of crystals.
Yeah, crystals. All the crystals he surrounds himself with.
Yeah, he drives a Chrysler.
Yeah.
I know how to pronounce it. Yeah, just those three. I was going to say that. I forgot. I had it last time, and for whatever reason, the box was just sitting there. But I had, speaking of prices and what you'd be willing to pay, but I had the maximum Spider-Man figure that came out.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I paid the $50 for that, and I got to say, it's cool. It's got some extra stuff with it, and it's got some posability. But $50 for one figure like that's a lot. And I just thought of that. I don't have it with me, but I don't know if prices keep going up to that, or that's kind of I guess that's not the new standard that they're doing for Marvel Legends. But if they start creeping up that high, that's a lot of money to pay, and I don't feel like it's worth $50.
Yeah, I did after that one sold out, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's too expensive," and then like, "Oh, it's sold out. We can't get it." I jumped on the Maximum Hulk.
Yeah,
he was 60,
mm-hmm.
and then I saw his like price point after that tariff markup thing was like 85, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm glad I locked him in at 60. But yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm very curious to see if that's going to be worth it, that kind of price point for it.
Yeah, I mean, the Hulk's pretty cool, but I mean, you get some extra head sculpt. So, I mean, until you actually have it in hand, you don't know. But I don't know. I felt like maybe the posability, the articulation isn't as important to me, because I was like, I'll get it. I was able to snag one before they sold out. I was like, let me see how good it actually is. And I don't know, just compared to like your average Marvel Legends, it didn't feel like it was worth twice as much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the only thing that drew me into the Hulk was the butterfly, to be able to get his hands to do the fucking clap. Yeah. That was kind of big for me.
And did they say there's like some soft parts in there as well to help that happen?
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I think it looked like there was like a soft chest overlay to kind of hide the butterfly. That's
something
what it looked
like. Okay, yeah, something like that.
Which I'm always dubious of soft rubber pieces, because they will rot.
Holds up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter how good the oil is that they're using in that shit.
Hopefully it lasts long enough before I sell it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, badass. And Evil King says, maybe we maybe do a what we sold this week.
Yeah.
Special edition.
Okay.
If you guys go to my eBay store and you want something, you shoot me a message. Tell me you listen to the podcast. I'll send you an offer that's like 5% off, just for you guys.
Yeah, go to openyourtoys.com. We've got both of our eBay links up there. All right. Enough shilling badass. Go for it.
I got the Funko Penguin.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
very cool.
He has his little umbrella.
Oh god, with the ink or the whatever.
That weird
the bile.
The bile is that? Oh god.
And he has the umbrella to lure the kids into the.
Right before he fucking dies. He dies on the ramp.
I have the Funko Batman.
Oh, nice.
From the Flash movie.
The Keaton Batman from the Flash.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Is that out? I haven't seen that yet. Is the Flash out on VOD or anything?
I think it's been on HBO Max. Yeah,
HBO, yeah.
Warner Brothers.
Oh, really? Okay, I gotta fucking get on that shit.
You will be mildly entertained.
Yeah.
And mostly annoyed.
I got Muckman from the original TMNT.
That's an original.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's original.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I haven't stepped on it in a while.
Yeah. And oddly enough, I got this guy locally. Galaxy Warrior Snake Dude.
Oh yeah, nice. Fuck yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that on the last show.
That's what made me. Yeah,
you're like, across. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Hell yeah, that's dope. Reasonable?
Oh yeah, like $20. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh
yeah, like
sure.
like his elastics are about to go and shit, right?
So yeah, they look a little loose.
It's not like he's mint condition or anything. Yeah, that he has no accessories, so
still cool.
Yeah. I got version 2 Destro.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
With the despoiler, is that what that's called?
And his gold head.
Looks pretty complete too.
It is complete. Yeah, it's 100%.
100%. Nice.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's a beautiful piece.
Oh yeah. I got the sword and everything. Yeah.
And is his chrome good? Looks good.
Oh yeah, no, it's not chipped up or anything. It's actually in really good shape.
Oh yeah.
Even has a little clip to hold the sword on the side of him, so it's still there. It's not snapped off.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
And then I got this at AliExpress, Dr. Wu Ultra Magnus.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Do I even have mine out? I think I packed mine up. I have the Diaclone version, the fucking powered convoy of him. But
right, yeah.
I think I packed up my fucking Ultra Magnus.
It looks cool because he has like he's the white Optimus, and then they have like the trailer already set up. Like he's not on it.
Oh, that is cool. Like,
so you can like knock him down into Ultra Magnus if you want, or try to figure out how to meticulously transform that into a rig. But yeah, that's what I got.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Brinkalizer says Dr. Wu Magnus is fun. I agrees, dude. Yeah, like I say, if I had to quit collecting almost everything, Dr. Wu would still hang in there. All right. Well, let's fucking do my shit here. Look at my shit. I watched Spring Breakers and Jaws are my two big ones to kick off this summer. Even though Spring Breakers is spring break, it still reminds me of summer. So if people have never seen Spring Break and you're a James Franco fan, a Vanessa Hudgens fan, a fucking Selena Gomez fan, yeah, dude, it is an eye-opening.
What's his name? Gator? Is his name Gator in that? Like, he's got a weird. Alien, that's right. Alien. Yeah. I knew he's got a fucking weird name.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not from this world, you know. It is he. To me, it's even better than what's his name, the Batman commissioner that was in True Romance. He plays that thug, like he plays
Drexel. He plays Drexel.
Yeah, there we go.
From The Professional.
To me, it's almost the same character. You know, the
Gary
braids, you know. Yeah, Gary Oldman. Yeah. It's just amazing to see somebody, in my opinion, play something completely out of their fucking range, you know.
But see, that's the thing about Gary Oldman. He's always in his range.
Yeah,
he's Gary Oldman. Yeah,
nothing is out of his range.
I don't think so. That dude's awesome.
I love Drexel. Come on, man, have an egg roll or something. I got shit here from some egg roll to damned if I know. No, he's like, I got everything here from some guy Joe to damned if I know. I love that. I love True Romance.
All right, first up, Deso. So my daughter has gymnastics right by a new Deso, which is like a Chinese Dollar Tree, essentially. So this one was kind of cool. It's a nano block red dragon. So that was exciting. I was very pissed off. I think on the last show I talked about like, oh shit, I missed the Black Major fucking Tiger Force low light. So now I'm going to have to look for that on the aftermarket. Nope. he put a few more up for pre-order, and so I was able to pick up him. So gorgeous low light and Tiger Force fucking deco.
That's absolutely a hard color, man. That's a hard color.
And then, like I say, my first. Thank you, Cliff. Was that you?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
You want to tell everybody?
Yeah, it was something like I opened Snapchat to respond, and it started playing a TikTok.
So my first tariff taxed item is my clear Skeletor, which I didn't even realize that with my cartoon sticker off center, but that's okay. And then of course his casemates, these all came separately. I'm like, Jesus, like how do companies like Entertainment Earth and stuff like that make their money, Pulse and stuff, when they give you free shipping and then everything from Wave comes in together, but then they ship them all completely separate? I don't get it. But
who'd you get these from?
Entertainment Earth.
Entertainment, okay.
Yeah, with Origins and Retro G.I. Joe, I'm only doing Entertainment Earth now. Yeah, so they're mint guaranteed, blah blah blah. So Frosta here, and then good old Filmation Buzz Off.
Very cool.
Continue my completionism, continue my sickness. And then my last one, which we're going to do right here on the show. Missed my delivery yesterday. Jesus, it is fucking heavy. I don't know
what is that?
Looks like you were struggling.
This is the HasLab Omega Prime.
Wow. Shit.
Let me get the blade.
Man, an unboxing video.
Yeah, no kidding.
This bitch open. Choo. And then the fun part comes is I got to go look at all the videos on how to make sure I don't damage him or don't have to fucking send him back and all that shit. Okay, so first look. More boxes.
Ooh,
more boxes.
Let's see.
All right, so what we were seeing was nice little corner protectors at each edge. Okay, so another cardboard box in there.
And you really draw this out. Come on, get to the good stuff. Stop showing me the leg and give me everything.
Okay, so then that's the inner of the next one. So more corner protectors here. And these aren't as good as Shozi's store. They put plastic corner protectors in their boxes. But, all right. All right, and there's the piece. And goddamn, this is heavy. For fucking,
you can tell it's heavy. You look like it's like,
it's funny. I'm like, for being. I thought these were 2 liter size figures. So, and granted, I know there's a stand in there and all kinds of other shit, but there's the back of it. So yeah, I'm excited. Like I say, I'm gonna have to take my time and review all the videos and all that stupid stuff for the fix. But
now, is this the one that I think we were talking about last time with the chess piece? Or is that
yeah, like if you force it, there's like 4 tabs on the right hand side.
Like shave it down a little bit at a time.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So there has been reports of people that there's, no obstruction. It worked out perfect. But the vast majority of reports I've seen are people saying, nope, mine had that issue. And what sucks is it's one of those issues where it's like sand it, then try it again.
Yeah.
If it's still too much, sand it, try it again, because if you just go to town sanding it, then you'll lose the friction that'll hold it in place. Those are the most annoying fixes.
You can always take off more. You can never put any back. So go slow.
Exactly.
Good advice.
Yeah, that's the measure twice, cut once fucking rule, you know. So yeah, pretty. Oh shit. Okay, I'm glad I went last because I do have more.
Oh, I've got a whole other box. There's 50 figures.
I forgot. I got 12 more things over here. I finally dipped my toe in after passing on a full set of Wave 1 of these figures for $100. Worst decision I ever made in my life. I finally got back into trying to do an Into Toys Mad Max collection. So these are the first ones I got in. Mad Max, battle damaged Mad Max, and did they just call him the kid?
Feral Child, I think Feral Child or something like that.
Feral Child is what they call him. Yeah, so he's got his cool little glove and boomerang here. I've actually been able to get a few more at really good prices in package. So now I'm like, fuck. I was just going to do it loose. And now I'm like, do I want a loose and a fucking package one? But anyways, got those for a freaking steal. And then those
are from like 25 years ago, right? Like early 2000s?
Yeah, 2000, 2001, I want to say.
Yeah, the Matrix, the M2 Toys came onto the scene with their Matrix figures, which is the first action figure I ever bought online, was Wave 1 of the Matrix from kbtoys.com.
Oh, whoa. Wow. Oh, that's a deep
with my
bucket cut.
With my TCF Bank debit card. And then I believe the second thing they ever did after the Matrix was the Mad Max. So that would have been, 2000, 2001, 2002.
Okay.
Yeah. And they can be pricey. There's lots of complete sets that I could have just been like, all right, here we go, $250 and done. But I did research to find out what the cheapest prices in a year have been and all this kind of stuff. So I've got a little tracking thing. Same thing, like I said in the last show, I got sucked into the Watchmen, Matty Collector stuff. So, and then my one and done, because I have it and I'm like, I knew this is what it was going to be like. So I don't need any more. Super 7 Ultimates Godzilla. So this is the New York Comic-Con exclusive 1999, 2001. I can't remember. But it's the Biollante Godzilla. And the exclusive was the blast effect head and the glow in the dark fins on the back here. And yeah, even though every single tail piece is articulated, like that's still best articulation. You like, come on, Super 7. And people talk about, well, they don't want to break the sculpt. Look at that fucking break in the tail there. So they don't mind breaking the sculpt for that. But you know, if they would have given each one of these tail sections an extra 1/8 of an inch breathing room, this thing would have been able to wrap up right by his head, you know, and shit like that. So, and there we go. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't stay on very well.
Now it can go past his head.
What? Exactly. And what's even crazier is this one was put together wrong. You see this one, where was it? There we go. This one tail piece that's smaller, or shit, where did it go now? Yeah. Is smaller than the rest. This should be like 2 segments up here. So I've got to do a heat and pop to fucking put this back in the right place. But no big deal. These are $85 MSRP pre-tariffs. I got this one loose shipped for like $48, and this is the most expensive one. This is the one that gets scalped for like up to like $120 because it's a show exclusive.
I don't know, man. You're asking a lot for a guy who's getting paid 10 cents a tail to put those together. So. I don't know. Your expectations are fucking high, dude. You're fucking high.
That's his way of sticking it to you. He's like, I'll fuck this guy over and mess up his tail.
You see this one tail segment, I'm going to put it 3 segments back.
Then he gets docked 50 cents for fucking that one tail. Fucking game over, buddy. Game over.
So yeah, those were a couple of my, again, the fucking selling on eBay. Like I get sucked in because I've got to be on eBay fucking most of the day, every day. I get sucked into like, I wonder what that's going for now. But all right, that's all I fucking had of those. All right, only a couple grab bags, and they're really unexciting. So if you want to sign off, thank you for joining us. But
cool. I'll talk to you guys 2 weeks.
All right, let's see. Oh, I just need to change the layout. That's right. Okay, there we go. Grab bag. First up. First look at AAA Snake Eyes.
Roadside assistance.
So this is coming from, let's see, Atomic Arcade and Wizards of the Coast. The long teased AAA Snake Eyes video game has an official update with a pick. And what a pick! As it features Snake Eyes from the back, rendered in engine with stunning detail.
They're doing a Snake Eyes video game?
Yeah. It's supposed to be because G.I. Joe deserves a good AAA title. Fucking Operation Blackout.
So why
shouldn't
Snake
have
Eyes?
been considered.
Yeah, why Snake Eyes? Like, there's many other characters.
Oh yeah, because. Yeah, exactly. Why choose the most popular G.I. Joe character of all time?
He's the most sucky one.
What do you think
about?
Yeah, because he headlined his own movie so well.
Yeah, that movie.
Hey, I actually like the movie, but yes, I know I'm in the minority in that.
Hey, man, anybody who liked that movie, I got the lot of all 5 classifieds for $37. Yeah. All 5.
I finally sold. I had a Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow up there for $20, and it finally sold.
Yeah, I paid $8 a figure. I waited till they would completely, almost given away for free before I purchased those.
Yeah, I think I finally waited until like I got all 5 for like it's like not even $25 for all of them.
So. Well, there you go. No one cares about your AAA game on Atomic Arcade. Here's something you can care even less about. New Star Wars products from Cincy.
Really?
So if you're not married, you probably don't know what Cincy is. If you're married, you probably have too much Cincy in your house to begin with. This is basically the Tupperware of smelly stuff for your house. And now I have an amazing fucking Millennium Falcon that Mrs. McFavorite got me, where you melt the wax into it, and when you light it up, all the different little ports on the Millennium Falcon light up and shit. So that's a really fun one. But
why don't you just buy a Yankee Candle?
Yeah, I mean, because you have a Yankee Candle, you have to burn. So some people don't like to have open flames in your house. Cincy's are just wax warmers, which now Mrs. McFavorite, she has candles, but we have candle warmers. So we never light our candles anymore. We just warm them up until they're completely liquid, which to me seems so much more dangerous to have a quart candle of hot wax. Yeah, that's completely melted. But anyways, so yeah, this Yeah, so you get C-3PO here, where you would take his head off and put the wax in his head. You have a mini warmer with the R2-D2 here, and
Like the plug on the wall one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
And these to me are the fucking biggest ripoff. Is they make Cincy bags that go in like stuffed animals and stuff like that. And so this little tiny keychain fucking Ewok is $20. This is what I kind of like. This is the Outer Rim Cincy wax collection. So you have Indoor Forest, which is cedar wood lifts fir balsam needles to towering heights, shading groves of eucalyptus leaves.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
So that's indoor. Tatooine Sunsets is bright cardamom pods and pink pepper shimmer above a vast expanse of vetiver, which I have no idea what fucking vetiver is.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Hoth Winter, beneath cool winter air, midnight woods, shelter warm amber.
So what I'm figuring out is grab bags should actually be renamed random crazy shit.
Yeah.
I never thought I was talking about.
Actually, the truth is, grab bag should be deleted. This show's already 3 fucking hours. We don't need another. We don't need a section that doesn't talk about toys. I've been out advocating for the deletion of grab bag for years.
I know I'm new here, but I might agree with you on that.
Yeah, thank you.
So if you were curious about the scale, here we go.
We are not.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Scale is, so you could see that in your head there.
It's a great plug-in.
Yeah. With Star Wars shit.
No, I do like to hear about this because my wife will get boxes of Cincy stuff here and there. So maybe I can, Big Bad Toy Store, Cincy, get it all together.
Dude, the Outer Rim. Please get it. We would love to hear a critical review of what indoor Tatooine and Hoth should smell like.
I just might.
Rat piss and dog shit.
I was going to say Ewok shit, Tauntaun shit, and Wampa piss.
Yeah.
Banta Poodle.
Just smells like ammonia.
Yeah. All of it smells like ammonia.
Hey, I got to give a shout out. I got an IRL buddy in the chat. What's up, Bobor? That's a long time friend, man. That's a fucking friend of 28 years. Good to see you joining us, Bob. All right. Okay, that's it. That be the show. Holy shit, we got a show under 2 hours. I do not remember the last time we've had a show under 2 hours.
What do we need to talk about for 8 minutes then?
Yeah.
No, what? No.
Let's get to 201. 201. 201.
We talk about Andor.
All right.
So fucking good.
It is good.
God, perfect.
I will strive my hardest to be done with Andor by the next show, and then we can do a spoiler.
He's 5 episodes into season 1.
Yeah, it's still the first season. I started over to watch it with Miss McFavorite. I love you guys. My wife is my best friend. Okay.
One of those losers. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Do you really secretly make your best friend pay for half of your toys when you sneak them into the groceries?
Sneak them in the groceries.
She's in the other room.
She doesn't listen to this show.
That's why she's his best friend.
Yeah.
She knows about it.
All right. Thank you, Brink, for being here as always. Absolute Collecting. Glad you were here. Cowabunga, dude, as always. Thank you, Evil King. Macro Cranus in the house. Paul Schreiber. And then, of course, my big buddy, Bob Orr. Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. And I guess we're going to see you sooner rather than later.
Later rather than sooner.
Probably not Friday, but Thursday.
Better not be.
sick.